What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm bringing something a little bit different today. If you guys have followed my channel for some time, you saw that I did a 72-hour fast, I believe it was over a year ago. I've personally done two 72-hour fasts in my lifetime, and each one of them has really brought to me a lot. A couple of things that I experienced through it was just, number one, it takes a lot of mental strength to be able to say no food for a full 3 days. And to be honest, for the last fast that I did, if I didn't have to travel to London, which is the trip that I was taking with my girlfriend at the time, if I didn't have to take that trip, I would have continued the fast on longer. I really feel like that I can definitely push it to 5 or 7 days at some point, which I will eventually do, and I will show you guys whenever I do that. But this time, I'm going to be doing fasting for Ramadan. So I have a lot of Muslim friends, and they basically convinced me to give it a go. I've considered it in the past because for me, I love to be able to experience new things and really just try things, kind of get that feeling for myself. So a quick background of what Ramadan is Ramadan is a time of spiritual reflection, self-improvement, and heightened devotion and worship. The Muslims are expected to put more effort into following the teachings of Islam. The fast begins at dawn and ends at sunset. In addition to abstaining from eating and drinking at this time, Muslims abstain from sexual relations, sinful speech, and sinful behavior during Ramadan, the fasting for the month. So basically, no cursing. You want to make sure that you control your anger and your emotions during this time. And of course, you want to devote more time to your spiritual practice. For me, not necessarily being Muslim, I am a Christian, but I do want to say that I just want to give it a try and kind of see what I can get out of it. I've already been 2 days into it. My approach to this is trying to go about it in a smart manner. So what I did for the first day was I woke up at 4:30 in the morning before sunrise happened, and I loaded up on electrolytes, tons and tons of electrolytes, coconut water, some bananas, different fruits and whatnot. And then of course I had some protein to go along with it. And that allowed me to sustain myself throughout the whole day, relatively easy. Then I broke my fast with some typical bodybuilding food, a little bit of chicken, rice, vegetables, and so on. But today I'm gonna go ahead, I'm still fasted right now, so I will be showing you guys after this clip what I'm gonna be breaking my fast with. And yeah, so far, I would say that I feel really good. The fact that I kind of went about it in an intelligent manner has allowed me to feel good throughout the process. I did feel some small bouts of hunger, but since I did do a long-term fast in the past, it was easy to kind of get away from. The only tough part I would say for me is the fact that we're doing a dry fast. So again, no food, no water. So the mental aspect of this really kicks in because I'm so used to just going out and reaching for a glass of water, or grabbing a bottle of water, grabbing my gallon and so on, just chugging a little bit and then moving on with my day. And that was exactly what I was doing whenever I did the long-term fast. Whenever I do those fasts, I do add electrolytes to my water, sodium, potassium, and that's what allows me to kind of maintain it, throughout without really a struggle. So one thing that I can sit here and say that I can feel from myself during the first 2 days or so is a lot more mental clarity. And to be honest, I feel like as I continue to move forward through this, I do feel like that spiritual aspect of this will continue to pick up and really shine through, because that's the key to all this. The reason why I'm really doing this, guys, is because number one, I like to test myself. I feel like, being able to test your own discipline is important, as a human being throughout life. It's something that we should do and be able to strive for at different points. I tend to curse a lot. I tend to say the F word and the S word and the B word quite often, way more than I should. So the fact that that is an aspect of this, it really kind of gave me some that feeling inside that I should do this. Other than that, guys, yeah, so far so good. I want to continue to fill you guys in with the experience and how I'm doing it, because I'm going to do it the entire 40 days. I like to do things all the way through. I don't want to half-ass anything. Oops, there you go. Half-butt anything. So yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and head to the kitchen and break this fast. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna eat today. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do when you're fasting is rehydrate. So right here we have a big tall glass of some fresh celery juice. Celery juice is great for many reasons, tons of vitamins and nutrients, also has a lot of electrolytes in it. So that's going to be important when it comes to rehydration, especially once you've been doing a dry fast, which once again, dry fast is no food, no water. So that's going to be major key. So I'm going to down this whole thing right here, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm fixing behind me for my meal. So now I'm just going to make some burgers. This is 93.7 lean ground beef. I'm also going to toss in some of this half-fat cheese to go along with the burger. And then we have some Hawaiian burger buns. So they're a little bit sweet. And then I'm also going to have a little bit of blackberries to go with this meal as well. Then for some additional calories, we have a pack of some steamed vegetables. So a mixture of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And then about 1 cup of steamed white rice. Alright, so here are the burgers. Have a little bit of sugar-free ketchup, some mixed cheese on there, and then this is the Flavor Lust from my friend's brand. And then I took that little last piece of beef that was left over and just adding it to the rice. And I also threw a little bit of soy sauce and sriracha into the rice mixture. So let's go ahead and sit down and eat our food. So we have our food. I'm gonna go ahead and just eat some of this rice first. Get your veggies in. But I like to have a good balance within the meal. Like I said, you first start off with something to hydrate yourself, because that's gonna be the first and most important aspect of kind of breaking a fast. And I also believe it's very important to make sure that you're eating good, high quality food. And in between all this is very balanced. You have your protein, your carbs, your fats. But it feels so good to finally break this fast. This is officially 24 hours because I did the shake yesterday morning, but I woke up around 8 o'clock this morning, completely missed my alarm, and I wasn't able to get up and hydrate or make the shake. So I said, you know what, if I'm gonna stick to it, I have to stick to it 100%. So I didn't eat or drink anything. And so yeah, I've been basically fasting for a full 24 hours right now. So it feels good, but to be honest, the fasting aspect is not a struggle to me. Matter of fact, I actually enjoy it, and this one thing that I began to realize is that if I can maintain this sort of fasting for 40 days, I might as well just keep it going, really, because I've really been enjoying it, and I just feel like that the level of discipline behind it it's just one of my favorite things behind it. Because one thing you realize when you start fasting is that, you know, that we don't really need to be eating all the time. Now, of course, when there is a goal in mind, and I tend to eat according to my goals. So with this, since I will be training in the morning, and then I'll be consuming that shake after that, then I'm able to kind of just really kind of monitor my nutrition through that. It makes it a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about it so much. But this is definitely a different way of going about things. So just like with bodybuilders, you know, I had a message from a bodybuilder that was telling me that, you know, how could he be able to manage his nutrition while he's fasting for Ramadan. And to be honest, it's just a matter of just timing out your food, making sure you're eating enough, because total calories is going to matter. So make sure that, you know, you're tracking. Like, I'll track these meals and make sure that, you know, I understand exactly how much I'm consuming day in and day out, so that I can create that balance overall. And that's going to be one thing. So, you know, can you be able to still build your physique in this time frame? Absolutely you can. You just got to make sure you're eating, got to make sure you're getting in plenty of protein in your diet, you know, and you're getting enough calories to be able to still maintain that anabolic environment for the goal. Same thing with fat loss. You can be able to gear your nutrition towards fat loss as well, you know. So just make sure that you keep your calories at a certain rate. Make sure you're still getting in plenty of protein in your day, which is going to be easy to do, you know, because I feel like with these long fasts, you can fit in bigger meals and not feel so full, like where, you know, there's the overall volume in your belly. But anyways, let me go ahead and continue on eating, guys. guys watched the last burger video that I made for the meal prep, same thing, adobo, cayenne pepper, absolute perfection. Alright guys, so we're back in the kitchen and I'm fixing up my next meal before I go to bed, which is gonna be a simple thing because I just didn't feel like really preparing anything outrageous or extravagant. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. So we have some Kodiak cakes, power cakes. What I did was I took 100 grams. So one serving is about 53 grams. So we're essentially using 2 servings here. So it's gonna be about 60 grams of carbs, 28 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat. And then we have 100 grams of liquid egg whites, 100 grams of almond milk, all mixed inside to this bowl. And then we're just gonna make one ginormous pancake. All right, so now we're gonna add a tablespoon of the Professor Nuts peanut butter. A spoon, dollop it on there. A little bit of sugar-free syrup. Right, check out that pancake, guys. What a beauty. A little Professor Nuts peanut butter. We got our blackberries right here. Let's dig in. See how amazing this pancake is. So soft, so delicious. I love me some pancakes. I hope I covered every aspect of this as much as I possibly can with how I'm breaking the fast. What it is that I ate today. You know, these things are gonna vary because I'm just kind of like eating different things. I have different foods here. The only thing I think I would keep rather consistent is gonna be that morning shake if I get it in. And I think I'm only gonna get those in whenever I do decide to work out, which I do plan on training tomorrow. So I will get that into my diet for that day. But I'm gonna cut this video out here today. You guys will see that for the next video, which will be tomorrow. I do plan on filming these and vlogging throughout the entire 40 days of doing this because I think it's gonna be an interesting journey. My goal with this journey is to continue to drop some body fat and get a little bit leaner because I feel like it's actually gonna be easier for me to do it since I'm eating these bigger meals. It makes it easier for me to control my overall calories for the day. And I see that I'm not eating so much, which is a plus when that is the goal. But yeah, so anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.